Typically, seppuku, as it was known, was done. Seppuku or harakiri was done by gripping your tanto or your wakizashi, either just on the blade or with a piece of paper or cloth, so that you don't cut yourself. But honestly, if it's serious enough, you just do it with your hands. You stab yourself in the belly, cut across to the right. Stab yourself in the navel, cut up. And then if you're a serious tough guy, you cut your own throat. And then your head gets taken off. But, obviously that's an incredible feat to be able to have the nerve to do that without, showing any pain if you can avoid it. And so your friend or a high-ranking retainer would be there to take your head after you, started screaming or whatever. If you didn't start screaming, they would let you bleed out like a boss, but, very rare that you could do that. So they'd take your head to save your face. It was considered a great honor to be somebody else's second. -1 to General's loyalty. I don't really care as much about you, and you've already got 6. And I think my son and heir is going to be pretty cool whenever I pick him. I'll pick him of one of my generals once my daimyo starts getting older. Oh, melee attack for... No. Well... This guy... Nah, I'm going to do commando and attacking on land, because he's going to be taking towns, and he's going to be going for... Guardian. He wants stand and fight. Melee defense for all men under his command. He wants Guardian. And then perhaps eventually Partisan, just because it'll spread our influence and allow us to take towns and move on quicker. But yeah, this is going to very quickly settle back down and be happy to have us back. And I can build a town watch to show that I learned my lesson. Upgrade that. My income's doing okay. It's not great right now, but I've got 2 big armies and 3 armies of cavalry. I could request allegiance maybe next turn or the turn after. It's very quickly becoming Minamoto. Ninja, stop failing. Maybe you can assassinate this guy. 47% chance? 59% chance to sabotage army. I'm just going to sabotage army because that's a better chance. I just want to get him easy successes. And the level up, yes. Assassin. Then next turn I can assassinate that guy. And I can take that town. That's probably what I'll spend my money on next turn. Trade with some unfriendly people. Kusunoki. They'll trade with me. They're selling me Chinese texts. I'll take Chinese texts. Allows me to build better schools, but I don't have the research for it. I don't know if I'm going to bother. My people were probably not as interested in schools as they were in more money and better samurai. Schools will come later, once we've taken Kyoto and become a bit more cultured and refined, as it were. Passing turn. Come on, ally. I thought you were doing so well. Why are you failing? Yashima Taira trying to reassert dominance. Take Setsu. The other Taira are going after Kawachi. Ooh, they're gonna drop that army off somewhere. I need to be prepared with my secondary army to repel them. Hopefully they go for Sagami and I can use the walls, because I really want to show you guys some wall tactics. I haven't had a chance yet because there's so few towns that are advanced enough to have walls due to the, less militarized nature of Japan at this point compared to Sengoku Jidai. Ooh, their navy got whooped. That means that the army on that navy got whooped. That's unfortunate. But they took Wow, they took that town. Okay, I shouldn't discount them. Their navy gives them a little bit of a wild card. You demoralize them, monk. Yeah. Good job. Our Monami detected, their Monami detected. Or no, ours twice. Construction report, food stores. Cool. First I'm going to see if I can do the thing. Assassinate 51%. Go for it. Failed. Only a little experience. Can't quite do it yet. Just under 50%. Oh well. Upgrade to a trading port. That'd be a really good idea in the long term, but for right now maybe I should just focus on roads. I really want my markets to be better. Do a stronghold. 23 predicted, so I kind of want to focus on building more granaries. So this town can go up to a granary soon. My growth is going to be ridiculous. It's awesome. 30 growth in this town, and I'm getting a third of that, so it's like plus 10 a turn to that, just this town. Growth, growth, growth from food surplus. Woohoo! Militia hall. Yes, in Mikawa. Now we'll jack up taxes for a turn, because why not? Give me enough to upgrade more than just one building. And or I'll be able to request allegiance from Mino and jump on Owari. Can I just jump on Owari? No, my general is providing way too much of the repression here. Non-clan allegiance will go down soon, though. Actually, Avstat could take it, and that would give him the level he needs. Should do that. I'll fight that. A little bit more bows against bad troops without fortifications. I swear, the computer will get better. I'm sure of it. Ham on very hard. They should be doing better than this. I really like the artwork on the back. Broken swords. See, now in this era that I'm talking about right now, that would be more of a thing, that your sword would snap. Because they were more straight swords, you know, trying to be mono steel straight swords for thrusting. And so if you put it under a lot of duress and tried to chop with it, or do clumsy cuts with it against armor, it might break. Later Japanese swords are more likely to bend, but then take that bend because of the softer iron back that they have. Though I've seen spring steel versions, you know, European type, just, you know, mono steel katanas that can take a really huge bend. So I wonder if even modern katanas might be more overall better. I don't know. If you could put a better hand protection piece on a katana and have a mono steel blade with maybe just a little bit of extra hard steel on the edge and the same geometry as a katana, I think that it would work. Maybe a little bit more distal taper. I don't know. If you want to learn more about good weapon history, medieval and Renaissance and Imperial era weaponry, you should look up Scala Gladiatoria on YouTube. The guy is really knowledgeable about his stuff. He reads a lot of the source material and practices historical European martial arts. So there's a lot of really good information in that. You should check him out. I'll put a link in my description. Good bow-cav. I've heard the argument that another reason that bow-cav are useful is because you can charge forward while firing, and the extra momentum of the horse is added to the arrow. And that makes sense based on the high school physics I remember. But I'm wondering how much that would actually change the outcome, because that's like a... I mean, I wonder how much more force the arrow is going to be able to put into the target as a result. I also wonder what draw weight the bows were at this time period in Japan. Something that perhaps I could look up for a future video and tell you guys. Gotta love JSTOR and Wikipedia and various other research sources. Smithsonian's good for like colonial and Native American stuff, as well as, well, lots of things. It's a very good place to get info. Backing off, having shot them. Honestly, I could even dismount and take that, but I'm not gonna. I will outbow them, because that is my MO historically. Bows, 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 and occasional man-to-man combat. Another really interesting thing about Japan. Ooh, that did get a kill. There's a temple in Kyoto. I really wish I could remember the Japanese name for it. I can't. I'm not gonna get. I'll tell you the name of it later. There's a temple there that's really, really long and has, I think hundreds, maybe even 1,000 Buddha statues, and it is famous for in the past being it's a big long stretch temple with lots of statues in it, and it's famous for being a host to archery tournaments, and they would fire arrow after arrow after arrow after arrow after arrow in long succession to see who was the better archer overall. And that means that it wasn't just your accuracy, it was your endurance, because to draw any bow requires, each pull is you're pulling 60 pounds or 80 pounds or 100 pounds or even upwards of 120, 130 pounds on some really, really powerful war bows. So if you're doing that while charging in, would that really be able to punch through armor better? I'd like to see some sort of test. I know that Mythbusters did it sort of with a crossbow and like a jeep, but I'd like to see it with horses, with actual period materials and armor on the targets, perhaps chainmail or lamellar. That's the kind of cool stuff that people are doing on YouTube, though. I wouldn't be surprised if I was able to find it someday and post a link in the comments, somebody doing that sort of test. Back off. Actually, back off to like here. And then I'm going to get a fire arrow volley into this unit. And then they'll break and I'll charge the bows. Give you guys a nice little shot of men exploding out the back of a unit. Alright, firing, fire arrows, inspire yourself so you can get extra kills. Come on guys, shoot. There you go. I'm just going to charge him now. I'll get a big, long, clattering charge. Actually, I'll make sure to flank with my general to get...
My lord, a glorious victory will soon be yours.
I was going to try and go for a flank charge, but they broke too quick. Alrighty, fast forward again. Yeah, one loss there, 6 losses there, so 8. 8 men to a few hundred of theirs. But I will say I've had very few rebellions, and I haven't been sacking any towns, and I've been peacefully occupying, so I haven't been too horrible of a dictator to the peasants. It's just that I annihilate them whenever they show up on the field of battle pretty mercilessly. That is the samurai MO. Fight viciously for your lord. Hope to die gloriously. Take every advantage, get all the arrows in that you can. At this period. Later samurai are more varied. They're generally not all bowmen. Peacefully occupy. Really doesn't like me. But that's okay. A rebel army can spawn and I can deal with it. You can go for charge bonus for all units under your command. That's actually awesome. I don't even feel like I need to get Vanguard for Cav Generals anymore now that I noticed that. Wow. The 5 morale, meh. I don't need that. The General's not going to break unless I screw up anyway. And then I'm going to go for 1-1. Or maybe I'll get 3 points next level? I'm not sure. 1-1-1. Plus 4 charge bonus, plus 12 charge bonus for this General's bodyguard. And 6 more. No, 4 more for the rest of the army. 3 melee attack for him, and then accuracy. And then accuracy for all bow infantry. That's not as useful because I'm not going to have bow infantry under his command. And then just legendary warrior. That's going to be glorious. I just got to get him there. I hope you will stick with me for the way. For the whole way. Let's do this. Nah, I'm going to stick in Owari, let them come at me. They'll probably burn a bit of it, but oh well. My assassin can take another crack at their guy next turn, and I'll have a whole bunch of money with which I can request Mino be mine. Pass in turn. The nice thing is that I'm not destroying their towns as much when I take them either, because I'm peacefully occupying and because I fight the battle and don't wreck it in the process. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. They've got 2 generals. I might want to load back and move my army. I've fought worse battles and won, though. Not really. I don't have any infantry that I can rely on, and I don't have a good castle. And they've got just a stonking great stack of infantry. They'll plow right through mine, and they'll take the center. So I'm just going to load back, guys. Call me cheap, call me lazy, call me a cheater. I don't play on Legendary for this reason. I like to be able to load back and win and succeed. Especially because I'm doing this partially to teach. I thought their armies were busy in the west with other things. So, because that army is on the way, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just dip out and let them take Owari from me. Because it's the Fujiwara territory right now, and I don't have a Junsatsushi available. Next turn, he'll take that. Could even march my army up to reinforce just in case they really, really want me, and they go after my cav anyway. They skip the town and go for my cav, which they might, but I'm still replenishing. My army's got a little experience each. That's helpful. That is helpful. There's 2 points of accuracy every couple levels. It's not bad. Go ahead and pass turn. Let them come at me. Yashima Taira, what you gonna do? Gonna take out the Kitapatake? Ugh, they have Kyoto. To think of them on the throne of... makes me sick. Holding the imperial regalia. Don't deserve it. Alright, well they didn't come at me that turn, so maybe I can shuffle units. I can put my infantry forward and my cavalry holding on to Mikawa. That might be a good idea. Yeah. Since they did that, I'm going to shuffle units. And that has calmed my public order. And I am fine on all fronts. Construction report. Strongholds. Awesome. Izu. Clan estate. Kazusa. Clan estate. I have kind of a lot of money right now, actually. Kind of want to move my army out of here, but there's still a little Fujiwara. I could leave my cav and move my army to Musashi. Because I'm a little worried that the Taira are going to drop an army somewhere around here, so I want to be able to move back west fast. I might even want another army. Like, I could adopt one of these guys and make them my heir. Commissioner for Development. How old is my man? He's only 42. I don't need to worry about that yet, because I'd like to have an heir that's like 16. I know that that would cause a little bit of a low honor situation when he first takes control of the clan, but then I could, for the whole second half of the game, not have to worry about needing another daimyo. Or any more disruptions. Ishikawa at peace. Sabotage things. Sabotage their Buddhist sanctuary. Kind of a dishonorable thing, but you gotta remember that at this time period, Buddhists were kind of violent. Like, they regularly whipped people up into frenzies and had mobs attack other Buddhist temples of other sects and faiths. They sometimes charged into Kyoto and wrecked up the place. Like, there are time periods in the recent history of Japan, you know, relative to where I'm at right now, where Kyoto has been burned to the ground, like, by a marauding army of Buddhist monks. So, like, it's not all that dishonorable to sabotage their Buddhist sanctuary. Especially because they have a holy site here, and I don't want them producing really good warrior monks here. Or Suo, but it looks like they already have from over there. I might be able to take him out. He's got a bow, though. Bow was the first weapon that I ever learned. B-O, the melee weapon, bow. It was I think it's actually probably the best thing to start off with, because it's just a good idea to learn how to maneuver something in your hands quickly and efficiently and generate force. It's really useful. And honestly, like, a big old sturdy, not gonna break on you stiff stick can pummel you through armor okay. Like, it's not gonna do the same thing that a crow's beak or a really powerful halberd or a mace is going to do, but it's gonna transfer some force, you know? You ding somebody hard enough on the head with a 6 foot long thick dowel of ash or oak, that's gonna hurt pretty darn bad. Requesting allegiance. Bribery. Yeah, I'm just going to keep going up this tree for all my Junsatsushi. It seems to be the most effective. They're doing what I want to do. 1,500 gold. Give me your town. I believe that destroyed that clan. Nope, they're still right in Iga, but I've got a territory between me and them held by a quite powerful stack, so I think I can actually chill out and just own these provinces for a little bit. You need to get in there and keep it under control, though. Shinden, more Shirobyoshi in coming turns. Awesome. Being blockaded there, but it doesn't seem to be hurting me all that bad. I don't know how much that would be. But I just don't feel like building navies. It's such a pain, and it costs so much money, and I can never tell if I'm actually making much off of it. Unless you're starting off in this island, it's real. I just don't like it. It doesn't feel like it's worth it. Nice dark blue chunk of Japan, though. I don't know why I'm not white. It should be white. Blue, whatever. Red versus blue, woohoo. Don't feel like upgrading. Maybe I can make this a military port and just spam samurai ships out. Samurai large ship over and over and over. Or maybe just samurai light ship. That's what I probably should do, is just samurai light ship over and over. Make big, huge stacks of it and auto-resolve, and if I lose, I lose, but I hurt them bad, and then I just auto-resolve it again with a new stack. That might be a good idea. I don't like navies. The Taira actually have an advantage in navies. I think they can recruit them for cheaper, and they're slightly more effective. Yup, knew it. Knew they were going to land an army there. The Doi are declaring war on me. The Kagawa are their allies. I don't need you guys. Bring it, Doi. You probably just want to raid my trade. I bet you that's all they feel like doing, is getting on my trade routes. Because I'm trading with somebody they don't like. Maybe they'll drop an army off on me. But I think I've got enough forces in limbo that can deal with that sort of thing. Oh, come on. Really? Again with this? I should have taken them out on the field. Alright, I'm gonna load the autosave again and take them out on the field this time. Ugh. I thought that they were enemies. Why would they both show up on the field? Why would he show up to help? I thought they were enemy armies. Ugh. That's annoying. Maybe they made peace and they're both at war with me, so like, whatever, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Who knows? Yeah. Take you out on the field. Can't do anything. You can't even run away now. And I bet you I can get back into my town. Then I don't need to worry. I can be in my town and then bring my reinforcements up next turn. I can honor that. I don't need to do that. A handful of men lost. 8. That's fine. Another win for this general. A little bit more experience. Oh, I guess he can't make it. Yeah, I don't have good roads here yet. I don't have good roads anywhere yet. I haven't done any of those things. Alright, I can stop attacking here. I need to defend against enemy forces. I could start garrisoning towns with a couple units of foot samurai everywhere, but that would be expensive to maintain. I could get another general and get a 3rd infantry stack. I can move this cav stack out, actually, and have it do more. If I had 8 cav defending Mikawa in those previous 2 times having to load back, I think that would make a difference. I'm going to move that forward. Or even I could take Mino and then move, and then to Owari, and then move the infantry stack to Mikawa to hold off the Taira. Just I don't know where they want to go. They could go after either one because they have the naval superiority, but I hate doing navy, so I'm not going to do it. Alright, they might rebel. I don't want that, so I'm going to exempt them from tax. It's going to hurt me, but oh well. Pass turn. Almost have enough to build my military port, but I don't feel like scrapping something else just to do it. Alright, Tyra, what you doing? Bring something at me. I saw that stack. I like that stack. I just want to have the right things to fight it. I will fight that Naginata stack. There it is. Though we are declaring war on me, bring it on. I guess I will call my allies. I forgot not to. Go get myself some water real quick. Oh, I guess I'm being attacked by the Inoue. Okay, cool. All these clans have nothing to do with me, are attacking me. Probably just because I've been expanding and they don't like me. You assassinate their general. 65%. You're even better at assassinating than sabotaging now. Awesome. Enemy assassinated. Level up. Level up. No. No. But a big chunk. That's good. Alright, so this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have all of my cav in one stack. In Owari. Well, I guess some of it's going to have to reinforce, some of it's going to have to be there. But that's good, because it'll mean that both generals will get experience. Because that army is coming at me, but it's all pathetic troops, it looks like. So I think I can do it. Take both enemy forces. If they go for Totomi, I can also just take that from them. Granary for more food, more growth, because that's like it's treating me well. Having that much, like every town giving me another plus 10 income per turn is pretty sweet. It's like another 100 to 200 income per turn with such high food. 27 predicted now. This is amazing. Honestly, I can maybe take that on the field, but I think that would be a little foolhardy, considering I've got that battle to fight and perhaps clean up after too.
But speak carefully if you value.
Alright, I do have an heir now, and he's very young. Awesome. He's going to be able to live to become Shogun. Minamoto Asahi. Alright. Guess I'll just pass turn again. Daisuke still seem to be firm friends. And my bros have come back, the Nita! Good job, Shimotsuke. I've got an army defending the east. I could build another one, but I don't want to. Could build... I need to build roads. That's my next task. One set of roads a turn, so that I can have extra movement range. The Imperial roads I probably won't go all the way up to because they're not quite as necessary, but maybe eventually just for the increased growth. Are you going to actually fight the battle, or are you just going to besiege me? Ah, you're going to fight it. Fools! You should have besieged me. But now I can just kite you around my little hilltop. Ha 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 ha. I'm a little worried that they'll be able to take the center, but I can just use my levy to hold it and create a block point or an anchor sort of for me to charge into the back of all their units. If all their units blob in and just kind of like swarm the center, my guys will probably die, but I'll be able to flank charge all of them with my cavalry. And because they're such crummy melee defense stats, I'll overwhelm them despite their polearm advantage over cavalry. Let's do this. Oh. Do I not even have anything? Okay, I do have something. Good. I was like, where is my defenses? I wish I could spread them out. Well. I can just run out and start harassing them immediately. I'm gonna ignore that unit. Alright. 2 big blocks of Bocav. Let's see what I can put them to use for. Making them charge up a hill and then down the other side. That's a good use. Give me that harassment. Take out a unit or two. Continue backing away, leading them not toward my capital. Effectively splitting them up. These guys are going to arrive and get tired pretty quick after starting fighting, but oh well, I need it. I need them there now to keep them in 2 split groups, not attacking the center, not taking this rally point. No, he's not. I haven't taken any damage yet. Any damage at all. Looks like they have a general unit, but it's not actually a general. It's just some Naginata attendants. So I can just shoot it with impunity. Fire arrows. Fire arrows and whistling arrows. Fire arrows, inspire. Inspire. Get away. Aw, don't stand there to get charged, you fools. I lost a bunch of guys to that. Okay, 2 of them got away. And there, don't stand there to get charged again. That was my bad. I just messed up decently badly. Oh, come on, come on. Get out, get out, get out. I just lost a decent number of men to my inability to micro effectively. I was looking too much at them and not actually reacting. Alright. That was arrows I'm not going to get back, but it's okay. I'm breaking units. They're about to get into a disadvantageous fight over there. Alright, I need to be maneuvering for position with that cav stack. This one can keep kiting.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
Firebomb throwers. Ah, crap. I need to get back over there now and take that back. Crap, crap, crap. I might have just lost that battle because of that. This battle, I really can't afford to, because that's 2 good melee attack improved generals I'm losing. Come on, 13 seconds I've lost. I need to refight this. Oh, come on. You know what I might have to just do is dismount half my cav and just use them to hold it. Because my levy just can't do it. That's what I'm going to do. Try again. Take 2. I tried to split their army, but enough of their units went after the center that I couldn't do anything about it. And that is how you use, you know, a big blob of infantry to beat the cav. You take the arbitrary win point. They still lost way more men than me, and I didn't even actually lose all of those men. I should have just loaded. Oops. I'll edit this out. Actually, I can probably call that for today. I can play some more tomorrow. So that being the case, farewell, friends. Been playing a lot today. This is gonna end up being like a whole bunch of episodes, though I'll have to edit a decent amount out. Hope you've enjoyed.